Hello, I am Draggor.
Beep boop.
Beep,
Beep
boop.
boop.
I am totally not a robot.
All
A
right.
robot.
People who happen to, I hope, still be with on Twitch. Hello. Do you hear us? Can you hear me? Can you see my video stream?
Video's back up. I got audio muted.
Well, let's see. Psycho has connected.
How do I change my
Yeah,
class?
I killed Coda.
H.
Yup. Thank you.
No.
All right. So for anyone... Hello, Neo Malik. So yeah, because I see you are chatting through YouTube, this will be the last time that this streams on the Alkali and Zanny YouTube. They no longer will be live streaming there, as far as I'm aware. They might do it to, like, private things for archival reasons, similar to what I'm doing. So make sure you follow them on Twitch. I will be... Hello, Cattywampus. Same deal. I am Draggor.me on Twitch. We don't want to do this, but Google and YouTube are being butt faces.
What about? Or just in general?
In general, and the algorithm is getting nastier in that if you're uneven in views for things you upload, it overall won't do any... It not only will not promote your channel in general along likes, but to your own followers and subscribers, it's now not necessarily going to show you every video. So it isn't even going to fulfill the main thing you do when you subscribe to someone, is know about when they do shit. So Google and YouTube is incredibly user hostile. And, like, this is obvious capitalism aside. Just straight up, what you as a user wants not only doesn't matter, they are actively sabotaging what you want because what you, the user, wants is not profitable. Or it's not as profitable. So, double plus fuck YouTube. If they have any kind of automatic processing to the channel and someone there hears this, quit your job, don't work there. Google money isn't worth it. Basically, communism, socialism, communism, whatever. Do it. Let's do that. Let's have a revolution. Let's actually have utopia. One of the things you get when you have technological utopia is no more planned obsolescence. Your phone from 8 years ago would be fine.
My phone from 8 years ago is still working.
Yeah, still working and being fine and adaptable are two different things.
Well, it's a Windows phone. It was kind of fucking...
Yes, because you keep getting security updates.
Well, actually, it's so obsolete. Now, no one makes viruses for it anymore.
I mean,
So,
for all
like-
you know, you're already rooted in part of the botnet. That's the big thing that changed, is, like, viruses being toxic and hostile to your user experience went out of fashion for the most part a long time ago. Having your computer being rootkitted and being a silent bot and not getting caught is a lot more valuable to malware people. Or the malware they have on there is just there to, like, keylog and silently spy so they can, you know, steal credit card info or things like that, or passwords. But, like, things acting weirdly and files getting corrupted, like, that doesn't get the attacker anything. Now, if your goal is to, like, disrupt Microsoft, for example, doing that is great to disrupt, but all these big companies are so competent with backups. Like, how... It is really hard to disrupt big infrastructure like that.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, your time is
damn
better
you,
spent
Cyrus!
doing... Yeah, I mean, at this point, your time is better spent doing, like, ransomware attacks.
Yes. So, that's where a lot of it...
Windows phone.
I mean, the experience to the user can be fine, but it's because of capitalism that it is, to some degree, technologically unsafe to keep using. Except in very restricted environments. Sweaty ying cheese, that's disgusting.
You're welcome. Oh, but interestingly, my trip back from Chicago was much more exhausting than my trip to.
And you flew.
Yes. It was miserable.
Aww. What was more miserable about it?
The airplane was completely full.
Ooh, yeah.
And also the whole airport experience, which I've never been a fan of.
You flew out of O'Hare or Midway?
O'Hare.
Oh my gosh.
Work has spoiled me for traveling via airplane.
Damn it! My crosshair was on you, but I was still in the fucking recharge. Ah, well, I'm not winning this one.
But yeah, I was wiped.
Good game. Nice comeback. I was in the zone for a little while.
Yay!
Hello,
back.
Pepper! You're watching on YouTube. Pepper, direct everyone to go to twitch.tv/dragor.me because fuck YouTube.
I was gonna make some kind of joke like Pepper must be possessing you, Draggor, because of the way the conversation went. But nice to know he's listening in.
No, one of my Chicago friends, so I would go to this group called Drinking Liberally, and especially if you are in a more conservative area and at least want some kind of reprieve while being at a bar or pub or what have you, and drink. You don't have to drink. You can drink water, soda, what have you. But there are Drinking Liberally chapters all over. And while if you listen to myself, Pepper, and Zanny, we're socialist at best and communist at worst, it's just a name. Like, there's no particular plan. So I finally went to our first meetup once we were all vaccinated and could be outside after being in lockdown in the winter. And I started mentioning, yes, but Nancy Pelosi's class interests do not align with ours. And the leader of the group turns to me and goes, huh, Draggor goes into lockdown, a capitalist liberal, and came out a Marxist. And I'm like, yes, correct. That you aren't also this way is sad. He's a friend, so I get to say things like that. Neo Malik says, thank you. Watching the panels I've been part of kept me going through the year. Well, thank you. To be clear, I do it, and I don't mean this in, like, a bad way. I actually wish more people had this mentality. I do this stuff primarily for me first, because it's fun. I grew up watching a lot of media stuff, different talk shows, Who's Line, all sorts of stuff. And I enjoy it, and I always wanted to do it, and I got to do it a bit through Dungeons & Dragons, but it was genuinely because of Alkali knowing that. He pulled my ass up on stage for Who's Line and started doing that years ago. And that is what helped get me more comfortable to do it, and I really started enjoying myself more. I am infinitely grateful and glad that people also happen to like what I do. I'd still do it if y'all thought it sucked.
That's fun.
So, like, it's an added benefit for me. I am genuinely happy that people get stuff out of it. Do you know that I get stuff out of it, and that's my first care? Like, if I'm doing a charity thing, then I hope I enjoy it. But, like, you know, for charity panels in particular, the goal, it is all in service of, you know, helping out a good cause.
The greater good.
The greater good. I've got a bunch of friends that have not seen, they have not seen any of the Cornetto trilogy.
Really?
Yes. So there is going to be a Drinking Rules Shenanigans Cornetto trilogy day. A friend, now two of my friends have rooftop
There's some Scott
decks.
Pilgrim in there too while you're at it.
Okay, look, we are not gonna marathon all of fucking Edgar White. Edgar White? Wait, yeah.
Edgar Wright.
Right?
There's an
What
R
about-
in there.
What about Edgar Winter?
Um.
Da, 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 da.
Hey, Pepper's listening while we build furniture. Yeah, we don't get Zach Gray on, not for another 40-ish minutes due to work schedule, so the actual interview portion will happen in a little bit. So we're just goofing around with Instagib and yammering. I will probably put it back to either Classic or Unholy Trinity. I don't know what Zach's going to want, but we'll figure it out. And then towards the very end, we'll attempt using my server again, and we will fire up some Doomware for extra shenanigans. I have completely given up on competing for this level. I just looked at the score. I'm like, oh, I have 18. Oh,
45.
Cyrus is 45. Yeah, I'm not in the running for this one. All right, so
Yeah.
I've been blabbing. How's the rest of y'all doing?
Good.
Good.
Finally getting somewhere in the animated series. Actually, happy about that. But,
Hooray! What are you
Yeah, I
doing it
went
in?
mainly Neos and White Wave.
Hooray!
One off. Almost at 50.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah, yeah. Yesterday or
Impressive.
Friday went out to West Virginia, and yesterday morning went out to. Well, the hike in was nice because it was downhill, but the hike out from a swimming hole in a creek was torturous. But the swimming hole was fucking amazing.
Hooray!
Yay, fucking amazing holes.
Tee
I mean, yeah, I mean, this is one of the places we went out. We grilled, we had burgers, got nibbled on by fish.
Did you nibble on anything else? Like
No.
maybe a hot dog? Or pizza?
Well, burger.
Yay, burger.
And today, met one of my friends who actually hosted, who was on his way north, and we had Trenton-style mustard pizza.
Oh,
What?
amazing.
What's Trenton style?
That's basically New York style, I'm gonna guess.
No. I mean, the crust it's a thin crust, but the sauce and cheese is backwards.
Huh.
And a mustard pie, they basically, a Trenton style pie, but before they sauce it and cheese it, they put brown mustard on it.
Huh.
I would try it. That sounds pretty cool.
It's fucking amazing.
It's hard to
That's
find
interesting.
good New York style pizza here in Atlanta.
Oh,
So when
that
I
was so
find
close.
It's a huge celebration
Oh, fuck.
every time.
Well, honestly, the best pizza is in New Jersey.
Hmm.
Oh, it's Doompunk YT.
Oh,
that-
is he gonna fucking roll us again?
No, I'm sorry.
Probably.
I'm sorry. That's a hill I'm willing to die on.
Well, I'm not gonna actually argue with that. It's just that here in Atlanta, no one's going to open up a shop called New Jersey style pizza.
Because they don't know.
Because even New York style pizza here is hard to come by. And honestly, I'd look for mainline Pennsylvania style pizza if anything like that down here would exist.
I'll tell you the best pizza I've had is from Alaska, and I don't really know how to describe it. Mostly because I was too high to really experience it.
Was there fish on it?
I don't know.
I mean, there is
Like, I
anchovy
was that
pieces.
far gone that I don't remember.
Served in
Hi,
an igloo.
Cyrus.
Have you learned to see through that or something?
It ghosts just a little bit, and if you predict it
Okay.
right, I'm pulling the trigger where I hope you are.
Fair. I have not fought against someone using the ability, so I have no idea what it looks like.
Yes, there are like little silhouettes here and there of varying degrees of potency. It is very like when you're moving quickly, it is very difficult to do. But like it's absolutely with practice, I could be better at it, but whatever.
I mean, you get practice every time we play, so...
Well, when I say practice, I mean like I would set up a whole, like, everyone using it, because the duration between when you activate it, like, there's enough time in between where it's like, ah, shit, I gotta figure it out again. If everyone was that character and doing it all the time, we'd get really good. Damn you, Morbid Angel.
Oh no, he's caught up.
Punk is here.
He's one away from me now.
That was
Yeah.
fast.
Well, I mean, I kind of slowed down. I had a grind and then I didn't.
Got him!
Sundays with Doom Punk.
Player fragged me! I've just been missing, like, by that obnoxious little bit amount. God damn it.
I'm just sitting there waiting for someone to fall for it.
I mean, I didn't mean to jump in. I didn't need to jump in to frag you. I just did anyway.
I'm a bad person.
There's a muffin raid. What's going on here?
Muffin?
Muffin Raid.
That, I believe, is Seraphim.
Seraphim?
Hi, Skippy.
Hi.
Hi,
I
Cyrus.
subscribed to that
Fuck
person.
you, Doompunk.
Double kill.
I agree with that sentiment.
Oh, and we've got Zoran as well.
Zoran. There's so many people on now. Yay.
What?
So I must add to the muffins. I have added to the muffins.
Get wrecked.
What?
Wow. We got a lot of people.
Muffin!
We're in a bunch of maps that I don't. It's been a while. Hold on.
It's been a while since I heard that shitty song. It's been a while.
Take that, Cyrus.
Player just walked into my BFG goo.
Yay!
Trenton makes, the world takes.
It does.
What?
Well, it did. And the bridge last year they updated it to LED lights.
Seraphim says, bringing the Shadowrun crew to watch some Doom. They may or may not have crashed an island into the ocean. Well, considering
Yay.
islands are native to oceans, that sounds like they just sent it home. It was not supposed to be out of the ocean.
They crashed it home.
Maybe
No,
it just had a little bit too much to drink.
No, Trenton makes the world takes was a badge of honor for Trenton for a long time because this area used to be a very heavy manufacturing base.
Autofox, if you are at draggor.me/doom, there should be a Discord link on that page to get you in the Alkali and Zanny Discord.
I thought they were in the Discord. Huh.
Wow,
The best part of not being in first is the decoy actually fucking works.
It still works if you are in first, I believe.
Yeah, but if you're in first, your decoy doesn't have the crown.
Yep.
Well, I'll never
damn
have
it.
that problem.
But we do have multiple of
Oh,
that character
that was
now.
close. Yay!
Stuck on a different person.
I
Ran into
know. I got both of you because of that. That was great.
Not the muffin! No!
41. Okay.
Yeah, he's really fucking good. I still have that email, so Doompunk, if you are on Twitch and listening, it has been a very, very busy week. So I will be putting together the next set of things. Next Sunday, we will be doing something. The Sunday after, I will be at Megaplex, so I very likely won't do or host anything. If people still want to Doom and someone wants to do a streaming thing in place of it, I will promote that. And then the week after that, so yeah, August 9? 8? Whatever that Sunday is in August, will likely not be an episode by me. The 15th very likely will be. After that is Indie FurCon, which I am probably not going to be doing an episode that weekend. God, I keep respawning, and then Doompunk shoots me again and again and again because I'm talking and not thinking.
Is he predicting where the next spawn is? Or there's just too many people for that.
No, it's just
I mean, I just fragged
if
him.
someone's on his screen and he's not between shots, if by the time you've seen him, you're not already trying to pull the trigger, he's going to get you.
64.
When
Oh,
I'm
66.
64.
You're the muffin.
68.
Or embrace the muffin.
Come on, one more frag.
I want to be 69. I want to be 69.
Nice.
Aw.
It's one of those
Draggor.
where, like, especially of our group, like, none of us are altogether bad at this. Doompunk
Oh, I
is just
am.
that good. Oh, Ez is playing. Ez is in the chat. Hello, Ez.
Hello.
You were very quiet, Ez. I don't know how far away from a microphone you are.
I'm still the same distance.
What? He's already got 2 kills.
3. Hi, Ez.
That was inhuman.
I mean, it could have been 2 people spawned and it was a 2 birds with 1 shot.
It wasn't one shot, but it was close.
I was his first kill. I don't think it was at the same time.
I was the second.
2 birds with
But
one meat.
I was still like registering the scene in front of me from spawning, and I was already dead.
2
Yeah.
yeens was 1 yeen.
Oh, fuck! It's one of those where the crown also gives you away a little bit more.
Uh-oh. Crap.
Was that Trenton saying crap or?
Nope, that's me.
Oh. I had a plushie that I named Trenton when I was a kid.
Why?
It sounded like a cool name to me. Why? I was a kid.
Okay, fair enough.
There is a
Yeah, there was
wrestler.
literally no significance to the town other than I knew that there was a place called Trenton, and Trenton was a cool name. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna name this guy Trenton.
I had,
As
a
one
neighbor,
does.
I had a neighbor who was named Trenton, but his actual name was, like, Matt. And no one had any idea why
Damn
the fuck
you,
it
Ez.
went by Trenton.
Damn you, Doompunk. I am in second with less than half.
I'm in 6th with 6.
Hi, Draggor.
Hi. Are you enjoying having a modern, actual, up-to-date video card?
I spent 17 hours today playing Stalker Anomaly and Doom Eternal. And the same yesterday and the last week.
When is the last time you bought a new video card?
2011.
Wow.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
the rest of the computer last I bought 2007.
Jesus.
It has been literally
Hi,
14
Zach.
years since any
Hi.
substantial upgrade.
Hello,
Oh.
fellow Zach.
I was just gonna lurk around for a while, no worries.
Yeah.
I was listening to you guys, I was like, this is far more interesting than anything.
This is why I actually check who joins.
In case the person you invited as a guest decides to be an absolute creeper and sit back and happy into the mic. Yeah.
I mean,
that's what I did. I
We
mean,
lost focus because of this game. There's this guy who started just kicking all our butts.
yeah, well, I went on a tear and started catching up. And then I lost my streak. Oh, damn it! That was so bad of me. This person makes me want to get competitive at this goddamn game.
Oh, wait, you did it before?
What? What was that?
You didn't want to be competitive before? You don't love us?
I modestly had it in check where all of us could trade, you know, of like the people that tended to get the first. We would trade and it would largely be even, and that was good enough for me. But this fucker is so much better than me, and no one's allowed to be better than me. Don't you know this?
No.
Who has said fucker? Please tell me it's wolf dog balls.
No, that is Ez. It is Doompunk YT.
Oh, well,
And,
a channel, by the way.
A Doompunk YouTube channel. Yeah, of course he's gonna be good at this.
I've
Auto
got.
fox. I can deal with manual foxes. I can't drive an auto fox.
Ooh.
I'm a
That's
wolf
why.
fan.
That's why you need the power bottom fox. They drive themselves.
I mean,
Is it
my
feasible,
Fox is a
yes?
5-speed, and it's 30 years old.
I'm pretty sure manual fox is just a dildo.
This is a stupid
No!
standoff. Who is this? Auto fox, you and me. That was the dumbest
Be a
standoff.
semi-auto fox, like, you know, old Edsels, they had like weird gearboxes. But
Hi,
anyway.
serious.
Fuck.
My
Fuck.
fox is a bit rusty.
Hi, Trenton. Oh God, hi, Doompunk.
Just lately. Ow.
So, what have you? Ow, Doompunk is a bitch. You're right.
I am in second with 34.
I get 27.
Jeebus.
Ow.
Skippy, is your fox or trade named Rusty?
I got 4.
I don't know who I am.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is, because you're here, we're going to move over to the live channel, and we're going to get this thing going. Because I still overall have limited sitting time because of stupid injury, and I will desperately need to do my physical therapy after this.
Fair enough.
We are going to have... I don't remember if this is episode 56 or 57. Whatever the website says, up there. And
57.
57? Am I going to do
I believe
this?
so.
I'm actually going to be right back, and I'm going to turn my air conditioning on even harder.
Smart.
Oh,
See what you
yeah.
mean about Doompunk? Ow.
Ow.
Meow.
Oh, that Doom punk.
I'm curious how he'll do in an LMS situation.
Who else but Doompunk?
Probably really good.
Well, because people are going to target him. So when you only got so many lives.
Like, if we specifically go like, okay, before we go after each other, social agreement, don't shoot each other until Doompunk is out, I would love to experiment with that. Thank you to whoever just did a thing on Twitch. Zaya the Fair, thank you, welcome.
Zia! How's it going?
Zia?
Of me.
Yeah, Zia. They've
Zia.
been on my channel
Officially the
before.
worst
They are.
person on
Well,
the show.
sorry, she is wonderful.
Okay, I'm gonna move us over to live. Hang tight.
All right.
Okay,
Hi.
it is the both of us. Are you in the server?
How are you doing?
Good.
Thank you for inviting me to this. I'm sorry that Mother Nature told me you think you're gonna have an interview or not last weekend.
What kind of weather was happening? Was it just rain? Did you have like crazy winds, hail?
Yeah. See, Florida is called the Sunshine State the same way that New Jersey is called the Garden State. It's all a misnomer. It's mostly just the fact that it can also be sunshining while it's raining outside sometimes.
I just had that happen in Chicagoland yesterday.
I'm gonna get murdered, but the volume of this game is a bit loud, and I want to be
Yes.
able to hear your beautiful voice.
If you're on Windows, I do a combination of I adjust the game volume and I go to the Windows audio settings and turn it down even more because the game slider is not that fine-tuned control.
Got ya. It's mostly the music, but I'll do the sounds too.
Yeah, the music is the gnarliest part. I lost my chat window.
Oh no. I have your chat window. I see a Pepper Coyote. Hey, Pepper.
Yay!
I see, Zuzin. I see a Coda that I just shot in the face.
I am actually going
lot of things are
to
happening.
boost you a little bit here, so say a couple more things.
A couple more things.
Can boost you a little bit more.
And they're getting hurt a lot.
Chat, tell me how our audio levels are.
Yes, please. Am I also clipping? I've had that happen before. There's a weird glitch that's happening for a while between Discord and Voice Meter.
You know, we should nerd out after this sometime because I've installed Voice Meter a few times and I never quite got it to do what I wanted it to. So,
Guest is slightly
guest
low.
is slightly
but not worth
low.
screwing with. Fair.
Yeah, except I can just right-click and just boost you to 200, and we're done.
Ooh, hello, welcome.
Yeah, you're
Lava
not
room. That seems
clipping.
bad. You know, Lava Room's pretty great. Not gonna lie, Lava Room's pretty awesome. Oh boy, they found me. They found my secret.
I just meleeed Doom Punk, and I am so happy.
Wait, how do you melee?
If you use a scroll wheel, just scroll once in either direction, and it'll happen. Otherwise, you press the number 1 key.
BattleBots Inspector Gadget item. This is ridiculous. Hi, Draggor. This is ridiculous. Oh, I can't stairs. It's cool.
Yeah, this is a gnarly level. So, welcome! And I didn't even do the official intro, so 45 minutes in, hello, people! Welcome to Dooming with me, Draggor! Today, my guest is Zach Gray of Z&Z Games. Hi, welcome!
Awesome. Yeah. Thank you for having me.
I'd say I'd go back and edit out just the episode, but I don't do that. I just let YouTube keep the archive. So yeah, I found out you do Dungeons and Dragons. So
I do, that's correct. Hey, Pepper.
Yeah, woo! What edition are you playing? How long have you been playing role-playing games at all? Like, give the TLDR of your gaming experience.
Well, so I started not too long ago. I started about maybe a couple weeks into dating my now wife, Laluza Luna. And she brought me in and with her family to play. We started with Pathfinder, the first game I ever played. And we're still playing that game 6 years later. It's the first character ever was a kobold, which is hilarious because I don't know if you've ever seen me. I'm like almost Pepper height.
I have seen you on stream, which is largely seated. So yeah,
right,
6'5" is you are a tall bastard. The latest joke on Twitter I have seen is, I'm sorry, but your pronouns are fee, fi, fo, fum.
I dig it. I always thought he, him was kind of basic and boring, so I'll take it. And since then, to answer your other questions, I played 3.5. I played 5e, of course. I've played another game that I've actually run called Screwball, which is super fun. It's basically a cartoon universe game.
I've heard of Screwball.
Yeah, done like probably 10 other systems I'm forgetting, including Paranoia, Fate, and other stuff.
Oh, Paranoia is good.
Yep. So, yeah, a lot. I've had so many different characters. I've had a llama warlock. I've had a character that has lived past the game named Bradley LaBard, which is an anagram for Bradley, who's a bard, Hyacinth Macaw character, sort of like Cass from,
yes.
Cass is with blue and gold. But,
please tell me you know of the artist Finbeard.
No, I don't. I feel like I should.
I got an excellent commission from them, and they also drew a bird persona of me. Their main persona is a Hyacinth Macaw, and if you're looking for someone to do good beak face art, absolutely check them out.
I will do.
FIN and then beard.
Fire and then beard. Excuse Llama Warlock. Yeah, that was Maximus Dali, because Dalai Lama, because I'm a loser. But yeah, so a lot of great games and great characters. This lets me stretch what little voice acting wings I have. Oh boy. Sorry.
Oh,
I'm also
you fucker shot me through a wall.
Yeah. But yeah, so I feel like there's another point. Oh yeah, so Bradley, my favorite character, Bradley the Bard, who was meant to be the like absolute ultimate of birds that flirt with and try to sleep with everything, but was so successful that the DM actually found the character a little attractive because I was apparently saying the right things, which is kind of awkward, but it was the last like 10 sessions of that game, so it's fine. And that character has like come out in streams and stuff. They've asked me to do the Bradley voice and stuff all the time. It's
nice.
The most ridiculous thing. So yeah, that's about my history. I want to shoot you in the back, but you keep moving. Sir,
Yeah.
Sir, there's a Wendy's. Is this you? Oh, that's you.
So there is my clone that's running around, and then
that's me. That's
I
me.
think another person is playing the same character class I am.
I'm Draggett, I believe is what the name
Yes,
gave
that
me.
is the default
so-
name if you use the
Yes.
bundle I gave out. You can change that if you want. You are the only Draggett right now, so that
fine.
means we can differentiate ye.
Yes.
I'm going around and I'm largely ignoring people, and I'm only going for Doompunk at this point. Just to...
Yeah, I feel you. He's the one with the big thing over his head, right?
Yes, that is the first
All right.
place crown.
Keep him in my sights. Ow. Oh boy. Hi. Ow.
But yeah,
What about you? So you play as well. Tell me some of your, because I want to know more about you too.
the short history is I started on playing 2nd edition AD&D Advanced, and not long after that we learned about skills and powers and did really broken things.
Yeah, buddy.
We had one of our players in the group from back then played because his dad played, so we busted out 1st edition materials and actually played some 1st edition games just to see. Did 3rd, 3.5, 4th edition, 5th edition, and then we've done some stints doing Deadlands, both classic and Deadlands Reloaded, Paranoia. And then the game I'm looking most to revive, I actually went and finally found my PDF copy of it, and I've been reading the rules again, is a game called Inspectors. And it's more like there is... You can do it with a GM, but if your group all understands the game, it's a GM-less cooperative storytelling game.
Oh, nice.
So,
That sounds like a lot of fun.
yeah, I want to try and figure out how to turn that into, like... So, like, Phelan, Sarathan, who I think is playing with us and is in the chat, has run at least one of our charity D&D games at a convention.
Okay.
So, I want to try this system as just a stage show role-playing game.
Oh, I love
Since
that
I
idea.
think it lends itself to it. I think. We'll see. It's been years since I've played it. The last time I played this, I had a bunch of friends over from college, and the apartment I was in was right next to the Chicago Red and Brown line CTA train. So it was in Lincoln Park, near Fullerton, like Webster and Sheffield. So as classic as it gets for train tracks in your backyard. We were in a duplex, so we were in this dusty-ass basement with the... How to describe it? Like, the stone they put in the walls, whatever they used as the plaster or goop to seal it in, would just shed dust constantly. Like, I would vacuum all of it, and then 2 days later, it would be like I didn't vacuum.
Oh, great.
So that's the kind of decrepit dungeon that I lived in back then. A couple of people have seen it. Alkali's seen it. Zanny's seen it. My brother's seen it. Yeah, a couple of furries have. Not too many.
Nice.
But we sat on the floor in that basement, and we played there.
Huh.
But have they yeen it? I do not know. So yeah, I've done a lot of role-playing
Find
game
out.
things. The biggest thing I've done, I will always say, I'm not doing Gen Con this year because it's in September or something, but I will likely be back next year in Indianapolis in August when it usually is. And Nazcrag is it's been Pathfinder for a long time. I believe we are, because 4th edition sucks for what we like to do. So we switched to Pathfinder from Dungeons and Dragons.
4th edition is pretty universally sucky / hated. Like, I've never heard someone say a good word about 4th edition.
I will
in the
say a good
entirety.
word about 4th edition.
Okay.
If what you are trying to do is to have some kind of tournament or dungeon crawl where for any particular given character, you can pretty much be assured that if they are of the same level, they are of equal power and capability, you can largely design stuff and not have to playtest too hard because like everything is equal. So when a lot of people claim 4th edition is too samey, the nuance is in your tactics.
Got it.
So, like, my friends and I, we do a lot of role-playing and improv and things, and 4th edition sucks for that, because the divide between you're role-playing, now it's combat, like, that was too stark of a change for us. We didn't like it. But when we entered a dungeon crawl tournament at Gen Con, we had a lot more fun with 4th edition because there was less rules questions and shenanigans. You know, by not being able to openly interpret things, when you're doing a dungeon crawl on a limited clock, you can't spend time on the rules. That will hurt you.
That makes sense.
So, like, okay, I have found the narrow niche spot where 4th edition, I actually prefer it than regular Dungeons & Dragons, because there really aren't rules questions.
Makes sense. Zia just mentioned they actually like 4th edition, which is news to me. I did not realize you enjoyed it.
Come on. Oh! Yes! I tried to melee Skippy and I succeeded.
Nice. Ow. Hi. How's it going?
Skippy got even.
And I have a similar thing, actually. So, again, Luna, my lovely wife, she's been playing, her whole family. So when I played D&D with them, I met her whole family because they brought me over, taught me the rules.
Nice.
It was a great experience. It's what got me into D&D. I was always scared of D&D because I'd go to bookstores and just see the mountains of rule books and be like, do I have to learn all these rules to play this game? Video games exist. Why would I do this to myself?
Video games exist. Why would I do this?
Yeah, I mean, like, basically, like, I want instant gratification. So, but when I got to play with them, it was a lot more, they would tell me what I need to do, how to play, how to sort of build characters, what the rules were. And it really helped a lot, because, like, then what I really did was got to play characters that I got to just act. And that's something, like, I'm by no means an actor or anything, but, like, role-playing stuff, I love doing. I take on a character, personality, a voice, and be that character, and then let the dice sort of decide what does and doesn't work. That I'm fine with. But when I used to think it was just a pure numbers game, I was like, I'm good.
Yeah. You mentioned that you get to exercise and flex a bit of the voice acting things. So I'm wondering, like, when I do the Nazcrag stuff, just because this is what we were taught, as far as, like, they actually have as best as possible a rubric for it.
Okay.
But if in Nazcrag, for example, I have to ask a rules question or ask something that amounts to being out of character, they were the ones to teach you, stay in character. We understand you're asking an out of character thing, but if you keep the voice or you say it in character or what have you, it keeps the immersion going a little bit more.
I can see that. Yeah, I always try to talk out so I don't have to say out of character, just so I don't confuse them. But I can definitely see how to keep the immersion going. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Oh my god, I just want this man to die. Nope. Hi, Draggor.
Yup. That's gonna be a thing over and over and over again until Skippy rails you from behind. Giggity.
Giggity. Okay, you beat me to it.
Yeah. Do you like high velocity slugs from behind?
I'm getting into it. I guess. If my track record says anything. Oh gosh.
So I did want to ask about So I'm always curious, for anyone that does streaming, like, what's the... Especially during lockdown, because that's when, you know, especially myself, I realized I had to have a personal goal. Like, I never wanted to stream just for its own sake.
Right.
Like, I need to have a purpose, otherwise I'm never going to do the thing. So I realized early on, I miss playing Twitch first-person shooters with a group regularly. It's what I cut my teeth on growing up. I did it in high school. I did it in college. And I did it for a bit after college before it all just, you know, everyone starts, you know, getting married and having kids and your regular group kind of drifts. And
Yeah.
so I picked this and then, like, salvaging an interview show I wanted to do and even did some demo recordings with. And
I think this idea is great for a, like, you know, because it keeps people from having to think too much about their answers or get, like, really overly unnecessarily introspective. They just play the game and let their mouth move on its own. I think it's a great way of doing it.
That's the hope. That's kind of the, you know, I say up front. The whole inception, once I really started going into guests, was, have you seen Hot Ones?
Yes.
Yeah, so I am lovingly ripping off Hot Ones. Their shtick is have an interview while doing activity X.
That's fair. And so instead of physical mouth pain, it's just the emotional pain of getting your ass blasted across the map for like 30 straight minutes.
Yeah.
I see the connection.
So you've already had a couple of the moment, and you know,
Yeah.
I had Cosmic on, who's like, I have never played a Twitch first-person shooter, and I probably won't after this. I'm like, that's okay. That's fine.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
perfect. The only thing I hope for is in the middle of our discussion, you're going to swear or mutter or say something that's going to interrupt whatever thought you currently have. And it happened.
Oh yeah. So mission's accomplished, as
Absolutely.
The former W would say.
Oh God, no.
Oh Lord. Oh God. Man, Doompunk just is wrecking house, isn't he?
Yes, Doompunk
Dear
showed up
sweet God.
a week or two ago. I think they had
they
showed up
stopped being
once
fun.
before. I love it, and a lot of us are like, okay, can we get
gives
him
you
to
something to
take
fight.
not first?
Yeah. Oh, so is there a double jump button, or is that a power up you get?
If you press H, that'll bring up your character select, and
okay.
in the middle row, almost towards the very left, is the Doom Marine, and the Doom Marine's passive is double jump. Each
what
character has different speeds and jump heights and jump duration, so like if you press and hold jump on the lighter characters, you can go farther. Like each character has subtly different physics.
Interesting.
So what's
Also-
like a thing you learned or changed or did differently streaming during lockdown, if at all?
Gosh, I mean, so lockdown didn't mean anything really for me. I should start by preface by saying I work in public libraries. We got that first month to work from home, and then it was go back to work and best of luck.
Jeez.
I mean, we were still closed, so we did little things like, oh, well, you can't come into the library, but we can come to your car for curbside pickup and stuff like that, and we'd be on the phone to help them, which was really weird. We did a lot of virtual programs instead of in person, which we're still doing a decent amount of. So it didn't change much. But to answer your question of like what did change during all of that during lockdown procedures was mostly. I think it was mostly just like refining the stream. There's little things that people did. Like I have an emote wall that like when someone posts an emote or a bunch of emotes, they'll fly all over the screen in front of everything. I found someone to do a transition animation, just stuff to make it a little more engaging. But I think really what I learned most from the lockdown is how much I really don't know about streaming. Like I don't know how to make it a big money thing. Not that that's really my goal, but like I don't know how to keep drawing in new people, but I keep enjoying it, and the people who do come, it seems to make their days brighter. And that was my main drive during lockdown, was just the fact that it's like people are burnt out. People want stuff to do, stuff to see. So yeah, I think I tried to redouble efforts during that time as much as I could to stream. But I don't know if I learned much new about it. I hate to let you down on that.
Have you felt like any risk of burnout yourself? Of like you're doing it and you're tired of certain things? Like how do you know? I know a lot of people where they start off, they've got the energy, 3, 6, 9, 12 months in, and it's
3, 6, 9. Damn, you're fine. Yeah, I know how it goes. But so before, I guess I should also mention, before I did any Twitch stuff, I was on YouTube with ZOMG Shiny, my best friend. He brought me into the fandom. We learned so much about the fandom, and I, weirdly enough, like I think where Shiny's abilities lay in just overall talent and ability to make connections, mine lies in shameless pursuit of whatever seems fun. So like I don't mean to like toot my own horn, but the reason he got into like singing on stage and stuff is because I heard him sing one day while I was playing guitar, and his voice was great. It's like, you and I are going to sing on stage at some point, and the fan was where that happened. You and I are going to do YouTube videos because I saw YouTube people doing it, and you're hilarious, and we can bounce off, all that stuff. So but yeah, burnout. So I went from YouTube for years, started a YouTube channel in 2012, didn't end it, it's still there, but switched to Twitch in like 2018 or 19 because there's just, I got tired of spending hours upon hours a week editing videos and not engaging with people. Yeah, exactly. And Twitch, I can just play the game, hang out with people, have fun, and sometimes make a little bit of money. Again, that's not what it's all about, but if I'm going to pretend I don't live in a capitalist society where money is actually very necessary, then I'd just be lying to you all.
Right.
So, and from there, it's been great. But yes, I have definitely felt the burnout bug a few times. Not to go into like sad territories, but like I'm pretty sure I'm undiagnosed with anxiety and depression, and I've had them like anxiety attacks and like depressive moments a lot of times. If I've just been doing too much streaming, like I started streaming like 6 days a week for a while, like I'll get to a point where weird question for you. Do you believe in the whole like introvert extrovert thing?
I mean, to a certain extent, it's really, I am not a psychologist, but in general, there are the things that come easy to some people, and there are the things that don't, and that the things that come easy or are hard don't necessarily have a direct correlation with how much you need that thing.
Right.
So, like,
True.
There's the people where being social is hard, but they need it. And,
right.
That's a recipe for more burnout, I think, than if it's a lot more effortless, because it's burnout to me, because I had it. I'm in it. I have no problem going to serious topics. I am still technically in some form of burnout in programming. I'm a software engineer. That is my day job. I also do it as a hobby because I do like it, and I burned myself out massively. I did too many projects, too many things, and I have to still make money. I'm not going to switch to streaming full time, the scary factor of like, okay, I got a mortgage in Chicago based upon me being a programmer in Chicago. So I would have to absolutely move, else, I don't want to lose out on any of the equity that's in my mortgage right now because I was unable to pay, and someone bought the debt out from under me. That'd be pretty terrible. So like there's the awful. And I don't mean to say anything as woe as me, but the fact is I have to keep doing software to live my life and have my access to healthcare effortlessly.
Yeah.
And it's still, once you're in burnout, it's very difficult.
Yes.
And so like my answer to that, and I'll get to a question shortly. My answer to that is I started doing small direct projects that had clear boundaries, and once I was done, it was not a maintenance thing anymore. Like, I did it, I delivered it, it is done, and I do not need to think about it or look at it again. And doing that a couple of times was very rewarding. And so I can actually say, for the first time in a few years, I wrote code and enjoyed it.
Nice.
So, like,
that's awesome.
Have you subconsciously done anything where, like, you're in burnout for streaming or even playing games, or, you know, the things you do that are the quote-unquote work but are also for leisure and fun?
Yes.
How do you draw the line and set boundaries for yourself?
Okay, that's an awesome question. I wish I had a good good answer for it. So recently I had that. I stopped streaming for about 3 weeks. And that burnout came from a couple different things. I was not really streaming way too much. I was getting killed by Draggor way too much, so I got burnt out on this game and just quit. But ow. But I was I was doing a lot of streaming, and I just got to a point that I was just tired and couldn't do anymore for like 3 weeks. But most of that wasn't the stream. It was actually the fact that my wife Luna had this mystery pain that was getting worse and worse. We finally found out it was her gallbladder, even though the test said otherwise. But for 9 months, she was basically bedridden, having trouble with doing the simplest stuff. In between that and, you know, going on a camera and, you know, enjoying the moment but pretending you were happy, like, even though I was happy doing what I was doing, was like just finally wore down and I couldn't do it. And for those things, I'll take a break. I'll say I'm not going to stream, or I'm not going to stream this, or I will play games with people that make me happy, but I'm going to be on their streams or just not stream at all. I think what you're talking about, though, is for something like a deliverable like coding or you know, a mission for a project like that, that's been a lot harder. I've definitely been burnt out on music, which is why I did well before stream for a while. Still do streams, I'll play music and stuff like that, which is super fun. But like writing music or recording music is such a weird heartache for me that I don't really do anymore. And I don't have a good answer for that. I think the answer for that is if you put creative energy, much like I was going to talk about earlier with social energy, like I do believe there's a certain amount everybody has for people who get fueled by conversation. That's cool. I kind of get that, but there's a moment where the high drops. I get done talking with people, I get done gaming or done for long enough, I'm just like, I can't do this. I need to go be alone. I need to go do something else. And I feel like the reservoir of creative energy for stuff like streaming and stuff, if I put too much time to streaming, I don't have any of that left over for music. If I put too much into it to music, I don't have anything left over for streaming. So I think it's all, this is going to sound very zen, yin-yang-y, but it's like, I think there's a balance to it. You just got to find how much you're willing to put into one or the other and what's important at the time, and be okay with making those choices and changing those choices based on what's important to you at the time. And that can get really hard when you have something like Twitch or YouTube that you profit off of, or, you know, feel a need to satisfy people on, feel a need to meet expectations in life or in general. So I rambled for a good long bit, but I hope that there's an answer in there somewhere.
It does. I mean, so the question I want to ask is, you know, and there might be multiple ways, but when you do music, like, whether it's a live show, whether it's recording, like, what are the parts that you can remember, like, I had the most fun doing this with music, or I felt the most sense of reward and accomplishment? Like, what are some of the things you've done that really hit that brain juice?
Yeah, the sweet dopamine. Yeah, no, that's 100% live shows. I loved that we made that EP. I love going back on SoundCloud and listening to songs that Shiny and I have done together. I love live streaming music. And it is definitely live. It's the same reason I do Twitch instead of YouTube. I love, and it almost feels childish to say, but I love doing something and then however good or bad it is done, and not agonizing on making a, oh, there we go. Sorry, my internet skipped for a bit, but not agonizing on making something or other perfect beyond its initial means. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's
it does.
Anytime I've had to record videos or music, like, I sit there agonizing. It's like, okay, do I have to redo this take? Do I have to find a different effect? How do I make these drums sound better, or all that stuff? And I hate that. I love when I go live on a stream or for music on stage especially, and get people to sing along with random stuff, or even just playing music like busking style in a con hallway. Those are some of my favorite memories. Seeing a whole bunch of people who are more or less inebriated and in fursuits singing "This Is How You'll Remind Me" by Nickelback in the middle of an MFF hallway. Yeah, terrible song. But there's that weird sense when you get everybody singing the song they know, whether it's good or bad. There's a weird God, this sounds so hippy dippy, but like sense of unification. There's a sense of we're all here in this moment together, and yeah, we know we sound a little bit like garbage, but we're having a good time, we're happy, and nothing matters but this moment right now. And that's like, I think that's what
well, and like what is this is what a lot of people, and I have absolutely fallen victim to this, and I still do. I just try to be more mindful of it. But like if you're bothered by something not being good, it's not the thing not being good that's bothering you. It's always something else. It's who is seeing it, who is consuming it. What is the measure, or like what is the thing that's going to bring a consequence to you if the thing isn't what you think it should be? And a lot of times that's just straight up self-imposed.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know, like you're not writing, recording, and releasing an album to maximize sales and sound good on people's high-end stereo equipment when a group of people are drunkenly singing Nickelback in an MFF hotel hallway.
That is absolutely true. Absolutely.
And even then, look at, there's punk as a genre, but then there's punk as the attitude. And it's doing the thing for its own sake of enjoyment is punk. Right. It's not for anyone else. It's not for any system. It's not to make people like you, although, doing busking and having those moments, it does tend to bring that effect.
Oh, for sure.
But like I would hope that's not why you're doing it. It's because you want to, and you're enjoying it, and other people see, like, enjoyment is infectious, right?
Yes.
So, okay, the MFF busking in the hallway is one of them, either through streaming, music performance, anything it cons. It doesn't need to be about anything we've talked about, but, like, what's something you were surprised by the infectious quality of fun? Either the thing itself turned out to be more fun, or you're like, I'll use Nickelback as the example. I am not someone who enjoys Nickelback, but I'll be damned if what you just described didn't sound like a hell of a lot of fun to me. So, like, the infectiousness of fun is like, yeah, I'll sing fucking Nickelback.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, on my face. Let's see. Some things that turned out a lot better. Probably, I mean, there's actually a decent amount of that. I guess it's another thing too. Like I mentioned that I'm like the shameless, I'm gonna make it happen person. This also comes with I have like very loosely forming plans, because back when I was younger, I found it might be me, it might be the world. Whenever I try to like plan something out for every step, something always goes different. And if I think I have it all planned, it throws me off my game. So if I go in with like just knowing it's like we're just gonna see where this goes, so some art pasta on the wall and see what sticks, that works out a lot better for me. So I think like pleasantly surprised things work out happens frequently. If I had to I'd say MFF is one of the crowning moments of all that going. Oh yeah, another one weirdly enough was Anthro New England, and there's no like real one thing about that. Just that whole show went ridiculously well. We were in this long conference auditorium, no speakers or anything, just me and Shiny with an acoustic guitar, a drum case that I turned into a guitar case that turned into a two-piece drum set, and him singing. And the whole place was packed. Like the entire little, like, it's not a lot, but like all 50 something chairs into the hallways packed and singing along. And it was really weird because we were like, in order to find the room, you had to solve a Jin's 3 riddles and some shit. It was like, it was in the most ass backwards part of the hotel. We're like, no one's going to be here. And then we get there later in the day and it's like, packed all the way through. We were like, oh, someone more popular's event is ending. And they're like, are you guys Z and Z? It's like, yeah. It's like, oh, cool. What are you guys going to play? It's like, I mean, if you let us in, we'll be there in a second. But it was really weird. So that was fun. But yeah, I think overall, I don't mean to sound depressing, but like we've been doing this for fun, enjoyment of it so long. I think that every time we're always like not expecting it to fail, but not expecting much. And then whenever there's a positive return of any kind, I'm like, yes, this is why it's worth it. What about yourself? Do you have any stories like this?
Let's see. What was the biggest surprise where I went, fuck it, I'm into it? Music related, like I have since opened up, and I used to be very much one of this, like, this is what good music is, and this is what bad music is, and like, I got over myself finally. It took too long, but I did it.
We've all been there.
And as a consequence of that, I'm like, okay, there are these things where I would quote unquote define myself as a facet of myself was not just my dislike for this, but my ability to vocalize and in a humorous way, but still ultimately shit on this thing. I've been revisiting some of those things I potently would hate and be like, do I actually hate this, or did I just never give it a chance?
Yeah.
And oh my goodness, there are so many techno things out there that are interesting to me. There's so much pop music out there that is actually good on it in its own right. And I'm to be clear, if something's brick walled for the loudness wars, yes, I will still claim it's a good song, but sounds like shit. That's a mastering problem, not a songwriter artistic problem.
Which is totally fair.
So, like, all right, so I'm old enough where growing up in the 90s, you'd see these advertisements for like now 80s, now 70s, or whatever.
That's what I call 2000s,
yeah. And so I'd hear these same little snippets of an artist's most popular song. Like it would go through and be the hits of choruses from 1984 to 1986. And one of the ones I distinctly remember is from the Buggles, Video Killed the Radio Star. Everyone's heard it. Everyone's heard the term.
Yeah.
And I don't know why, but for some reason or another, either through the algorithm related brought it up, or I just thought, let's look this up. I looked up the song Video Killed the Radio Star, and I saw a performance of it live, like the only time they have ever done it live in like the mid 2000s, maybe?
Yep.
Maybe even like 5 years after that. So, 25 years after it was recorded and was this hit. And I watch all these people in their 60s and 70s put on an excellent rendition. All of the parts are amazing. The bass line is fucking fantastic. The lyrics are actually wonderful and tragic. And like all because I wrote off, it was a popular pop song back in the day. Oh, younger me was so dumb.
I mean, I've been there. I've been the same way. I had in the 2000s, I missed so much. I didn't listen to, which I guess they were actually late 90s too, but like there's stuff like everything from like Linkin Park to Papa Roach and stuff like that, and then later into My Chem and Panic at the Disco and stuff. Like I didn't listen to that stuff because I had this weird quasi like revolt of modern music that I'd only listened to like stuff from the 70s and 60s and stuff for a long, except for like the Gorillaz and Mindless Self-Indulgence. I didn't listen to like anything.
Okay, I've got the first one where this really clicked for me, and it's basically around what is the concept of a guilty pleasure? Like, why would you feel guilt over something you like? And, there's still guilty pleasures where it's like, all right, based on this genre and things, it's not good. Like, the people aren't good at their instruments or whatever, but I still like the thing, so who cares?
Right.
The infectiousness that suckered me in, I was like, it's got to be like a really good drama, or like the concept of a feel-good movie I took offense to until I watched one. And I watched a movie, and I can tell you without a doubt, I have watched this movie easily double digits, Legally Blonde.
Oh, yeah. No, Legally Blonde's great.
Aside from there's one mini little subplot and scene that, like, I find it very, very cringeworthy in that era. Shocking, quote-unquote, comical gore or violence was still a thing, and I hated it then, and I hate it now. But
same.
The rest of it, what a joyous, feel-good movie where, like, oh my god, I do in fact want the protagonist to succeed, unironically.
Exactly.
And
rooting for Al all the way, yeah.
Yes! Fuck yeah! And then you find out, like, the movie's original ending didn't have the happy ending, and normally I'm against, like, screening and dealing with, changing your vision based on audience stuff, but they screened the movie a bunch of times, and the response was like, your ending sucks. Like, your whole premise is not plausible that much to begin with. So, and you mean to tell me, like, the whole conceit of the movie is someone who looks and acts bubbly. That does not mean a person is dumb. Mm-hmm. What's one of the common tropes? Oh, are you from the South? Did you know the majority of people that worked at NASA to get us to the moon all had Southern accents? Mm-hmm. Where you're from and how your vocabulary and how you learn to talk doesn't really have much to say about intelligence. And I got roped into Legally Blonde because it carried that message. And it was enjoyable, and it was empowering, and it was lovely. And of course it had stupid moments. That's part of its charm.
Yeah. Anyone who's lived a life has had stupid moments and seen stupid moments. I mean, this is not a criteria to just shut someone out on. Also, what's up? Brain Freeze Pup has a good point that that tendency to automatically just shun something because it's popular is hard to overcome, because especially I know at least from freaking from like the 90s is big in, I'm sure way earlier, there's a weird teenage rebellion thing that happened for everybody that's like, oh, we're not going to be part of this system or whatever. And then you'd kind of like, it kind of stays within you a bit that in order to be like cool or clicky, or not even that, but original, like liking popular stuff brings you out of that being original category, which it doesn't, because you are your own person. You're automatically pretty much an original. But like when you're younger, and some people don't grow out of this, they're just used to categorizing people in what they like into a certain group or clique of worthy or unworthy of whatever, that it trains us to be like, well, I don't want to be thought of like this, as opposed to fuck those people, which you get to much later at one point. It's like, I don't give a shit if they think lowly of me.
Well, so there's a couple of things there, and one of the there's a couple of valid things that people take too far, and absolutely myself included, and most people I knew and grew up with. And rebelling against what's popular, that's what's one of the things we found. There was like graffiti they found in Pompeii that was essentially fart jokes. And then there was some
comedy.
Like they found some journals or something from 2,000 years ago, and it was kids don't respect their elders, and it turns out that's actually part of us as a species.
Yep.
But then you mentioned this, we live in capitalism. So in dealing with, if you hear about something through media or something that has been advertised, there's this gut reaction where you're like, is this popular because people like it, or is it popular because capitalism did enough psychic warfare to just make it happen, and it wasn't it wasn't bad enough in those intangible ways where the recipe didn't work.
Right.
So we just watched Zanny fucking Zanny, you're my best friend. I love you. Fuck you. Zanny made us. I still consented to doing it. Watched Space Jam 2.
I have yet to see it. I want to. I hear so many mixed reviews. I'm anxious in the best of ways. It's
If
like,
you
I
wanna-
gotta find out.
If you want to see what the level to which capitalism ruins art, Space Jam 2 is a
It's for
good
you.
candidate.
Man, that's the weirdest platform I've ever heard for any sort of candidacy, but I dig it. Let me touch you with my blades. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh God. So was that bad, huh?
I mean, it's bad. It did not need to be that long. If that movie was 80 fucking minutes,
fair.
like, it would still be bad, but I would have enjoyed it a lot more. That it was 2 fucking hours is like, come
Taking as much of
on.
your life.
Yeah. And you know what? If you're a person who unironically likes it, great.
Yeah.
Glad.
More
But
power.
I can't not see the capitalism in play in that fucking movie. Pepper's like, no, it wasn't bad at all. It fit the dumbness of the first one. God, are we gonna do a viewing? Are we gonna do an analysis viewing of the original
Please.
Space Jam and do a comparison of and because the first
Sounds
one,
like a future last minute politics
Right?
debate for you two. Ow. Sorry, I just got shot in the ass by Doom Punk. Carry on.
join the club.
Little bastard shot me in the ass.
So I'm
Lives in
gonna
your
hard
soul.
left into a topic change. Megaplex. I'm going.
Yeah, okay.
So you
Yay!
said you live in Florida?
I do.
How close to Megaplex do you live?
Unfortunately, not very, because I don't think I'm gonna be able to make it this time around. Why can't I kill this Catwoman?
9 lives, that's why.
I see. Is that you? I keep like finding this Catwoman that just no clip right through when I try to shoot her or slice her.
That is probably me, and that is my clone, my special power. So that I didn't give you the rundown.
That's all good.
So that symbol in the lower middle of your screen is your character's unique power, and if you press F,
Okay.
it uses it, and then as it's counting down, that means it's recharging. And each character has a different one, and 1 or 2 of them have no power.
Okay.
So mine is clone.
Gotcha. Mine is wild card. I don't know what that means.
Wild card either is the name of one of the characters, or it means you're on random and you're changing it every time you
I see.
respawn.
Oh, it gives me some options to choose from. I see now.
I'm just so slow. Like, I see Doompunk on my screen, and I am dead as my finger is going to click the mouse button. I'm like, oh, this is how I
Yeah.
know I'm old. 13-year-old me wouldn't be having this problem. 13-year-old me knew to start clicking the fire button before I saw my target on screen.
Just know where they'll be
Dingleberry
because you know the map.
milkshake.
Yup. Have you not seen that guy yet? Yeah.
So
to
I've
answer
never
your
been to
question,
Megaplex before. What should I?
Yes.
What's it like? Tell me about Megaplex. Tell me your favorite Megaplex memory.
Oh, there's so much.
And if you have a favorite Megaplex memory, you can share that too.
I mean, I have known quite a few cow furs at Megaplex. So, but yeah, Megaplex is awesome. I don't know if they're at the old hotel this year. I'm terrible. I'm probably not going unless Luna and I get bored and are like, yeah, let's just go for like a day or something. We're getting, so I call Luna my wife, which is true. We are legally married. We were supposed to have the wedding last year, then COVID happened. So we only have enough money to go to one con, and we can either go to Megaplex and have a little more cash, or MFF and have a little less. But our friend's stag party for his wedding is going to be at MFF.
Oh.
So we're going to go there and meet our friend Zinc Awesome for the first time in our lives. So we decided to forego Megaplex unless something changes. Anyway, long story short, favorite Megaplex memories. Honestly, it would be the first Megaplex I ever went to, which is the first con I ever went to. The entire thing was a blast, and I worry for some things I say. I'm gonna make sure it's nothing like too whatever out there. But so the first Megaplex I went to, I guess, was in 2013. We Shiny asked me to go with him. Like, this is right when I first learned, like within the first like maybe 3 months of learning that Shiny was a furry, and I won't lie, realizing that the furry fan was about more than porn. Like I was very unaware of the. I knew what. Yeah, I was very unaware there was a whole fandom or community. Knew there was pornography on the internet at that point. So he had a Twitter. He had gotten in that, and there was all these people having all these discussions, and like it was really wholesome. It was like mostly like hugging or weird, like like fighting or whatever furry was in 2013. And it was also weird for me because if we're talking introvert or extrovert, Shiny was always much more of an introvert than me. I saw he just was talking to all these people, having all these conversations, and it was like he was one of those people that's like getting him out of the house to do anything other than eat at a Denny's was like pulling teeth. So I was like, what is happening? So I jumped on the Twitter train with him, kind of like hung out, and he eventually came to me at one point. It's like, uh-oh. Did the server crash?
Oh no, I was silently doing some admin stuff while you were talking. I changed levels. This is jumpy bullshit.
Oh my god, this looks scary. Yeah. So, long story short, Shiny said, "Hey, would you mind coming with me? Because I know you've been to anime conventions and stuff, so you've had some more experience, and it'd also just be nice to have someone I know I can talk to in case, I just don't feel like talking to people." Yeah, sure. Which was the silliest thing ever because he talked to pretty much everybody, but the one thing that was true, again, of Shiny and me, especially at that point, is I didn't know any of the big name people in the furry fandom, so it didn't matter to me. Like, so in that con, the guests of honor were Fox and Moore and Terrell. And we spent a good amount of the party hanging out with both of them at different points, mostly because I just walked up to them because, they were, and all people, no matter what their fame or are basically just, normal people.
Oh, yeah.
Which is true. But it's like, they're just people. So I just wanted to hey guys, what's up? Blah, blah, like struck up a conversation with them. We just spent most of that time hanging out with them, making new friends, going to some room parties and having drinks, busking, playing music around places. And it was like just an amazing experience. It's the moment that I actually decided if I go to any cons ever anymore, it's only going to be fur cons because I went to anime cons and they just weren't as fun. The people weren't as hugging and friendly and accepting and just chill anywhere else I've been to as they were at fur cons. It just was the thing that I wanted to go to. So I think that, yeah, so, but for Megaplex, if the hotel's what it was the last time I went, you're going to want some warmer weather clothes. Do you fursuit? I've never asked this. Do you do the fursuit thing?
I do. So if you have ever seen the Robbie Sinclair suit, that is me.
Okay, got it.
From Dinosaurs. Otherwise, I also run around as a Doom Imp, Spider-Man, and I also have a spandex lizard costume, too.
Nice.
And one time at Indie FurCon, when Fox Moore was a guest there, I put together a crappy little Skeletor.
Nice.
The dumbest thing I have ever done, and I really want to find video of it, is at opening ceremonies, I'm doing Skeletor. Their main events is packed, and I ask the entire audience, all right, on the count of 3, everyone, do your Skeletor laugh. And a room full of furries fucking did it, and it was great.
Oh my god. Oh, that's great. But to tell you about Megaplex, there's a big music scene, or at least there has been before, which is great. The rest are like different panels. I won't lie. When I go to cons, I usually go to listen to other musicians. It's a great way to justify the money I've spent to just like listen to 15 different musicians in the course of 3 days play cool stuff I've never heard before. Half of the con hotel back in the day was outside.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, because in order to get between places, you had to go outside, and that sucked ass, especially for fursuiters. That's why I warn you, if you're a fursuiter, be ready for that, because it's not great.
Yeah.
But otherwise, it's really fun. Like, they have Storytime with Uncle Kage is great. God, what else do they have there? That happens every year. They have, I believe that's where they have the Japanese game show, which is super fun to see people in fursuit and out of fursuit participate in the Japanese game show that happens.
Is that like MXC or something, or like a fursuit games thing? Like, is it a physical challenges thing?
Yeah, it's basically you have this guy with the big Slap Fan. I don't actually know what it's called. I should. I actually took Japanese for the longest time, but I never learned the name for it. But this big like fan thing, he'll have you like roll dice for a certain like punishment game and stuff. You'll see him going through the halls. Yeah.
That guy was doing that just as a shtick. At least I think it's the same person. Was just doing it as a busking shtick at BLFC in the dealer den.
Nice.
I think that's the same person, but like because I remember the die.
Right.
And does he like have fans too?
Yes.
Oh, fantastic!
Yeah, he's there, and he's awesome. I see what you did there. Yeah, he's awesome. So there's a bunch of cool stuff that you'll get to experience. Yeah, I'm trying to think of like a favorite memory besides that. Besides just the first, I think the first con is really it. It's because it is literally what brought me. I had the Twitter and stuff, and it's like, oh, it was kind of fun. That just brought me full fold into the fandom. It's like, this is awesome. I didn't know they did shows like this. We're going to play a show. We did. This is great. We're going to go. Like, it got me really to just go whole hog into the fandom and just be like, this is where I live. This is what I do. What I do now if I'm not working. What's up? So
this is going to be the first con of mine. Basically, since there was one con Alkali and I went to like a week after First Squared in St. Louis. I forget its name, but we kind of went on a lark to help out, so we weren't officially on the schedule at all. And there was no riggers, no plan whatsoever. I think Bonitis was the artist of honor. So this Megaplex, I went so last minute. Alkali is one of the guest of honors. So originally I was gonna go in 2020 and submit paneling and everything, and well, motions at the world happened.
Right.
So I didn't know if I was going this year until about 2.5 weeks ago. I actually bought my membership the day it was closing, and then I still didn't know if I was going because I didn't have my airfare yet. So I didn't get that until like a week ago.
About a week ago.
So short of, I'm assuming Alkali put Whose Line of some form in there, so I will always help Alkali co-host that. I believe
They've always been great.
There is going to be a charity Dungeons and Dragons thing that I'm going to be on, and that's it. Like, I have 2 obligations and nothing.
Nice.
And this is a 2,500 person event.
Yes.
So like, I want to attend a con again, and I'm gonna.
It's wild how much Megaplex has grown too. Like, it was already getting pretty big in 2013 we went, but it has grown exponentially. It's not like one of the top 5 largest cons in the States. Is that right?
Probably. What was its? Do you know how big it was, or anyone in Twitch chat? Since I can't look at Discord chat. What its attendance was for 2019. 3,600. Thank you, Brain Freeze.
Nice.
Yeah, that definitely puts it up there. Because you've got MFF, AC, BLFC, FC.
It was number 7.
Damn.
In 2019. Yeah. So yeah, it's been going. Midwest First Fest, I remember, took over, surpassed, not bypassed, Anthrocon, which is also wild. Except I stood in the pre-reg line. I realized, like, yep, nope, that makes sense. That line sucked. That line sucked so bad.
The most previous 2 Gen Cons I did were fire marshal safety capped. They were legally not allowed to let more people in, and that was 70,000 people.
That's insane.
Yeah. So like, before I officially went to my first like small, so like First Squared, our first year's attendance was, I don't know, 350 some. So that was what, 8-9 years ago. True small con first year. And at the time of our first year of doing that, I was doing NazCrag at Gen Con, and our one event, so like just us putting on one event for that entire weekend, had over 400 players go through it.
Wow. That's insane.
So like, yeah, it's weird. Different, every genre and its conventions is just so drastically different. Anime cons are different than, like, I want to go to completely off topic from furry, except a lot of furries go there. I want to go to DEF CON, which is the security and hacking convention.
Some as if a lot of furries are in IT or something.
There are 3 furries that have the keys to the internet, and people are like, "Oh, you mean they work at Google?" Like, no. When Amazon has a West Coast outage, there's a good chance a furry is going to fix it.
Yep. Yeah, pretty much. That's absolutely true.
So you are doing MFF this winter?
My hopes, yeah. So far, yes. We still haven't gotten the plane tickets secured, but unless some horrible thing happens, yes, we will be there.
Well, if you do happen to swing by Megaplex in a couple weeks here, please ping me and others that are going to be there, because we'll do an impromptu little shindig or what have you. And yeah.
Yeah, no, that'd be great. Like, again, I want to get, like, you're going, a couple other people I know are going, a few people are going, this is their first con, like their only con this year. I'm like, I want to go. But so we'll see where that lands. So actually, you know what? We did my little origin story. What brought you into the fandom? I'm gonna turn this dime around. But, yeah, same here. High five, brother.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess it's my first introduction. But what kept you around?
I was one of those
Also
youths
porn.
that did not know anything of anime outside of what was on Toonami, and I really liked Dragon Ball Z. And I learned that people had wild imaginations for drawing the parts of Piccolo you didn't get to see on the cartoon.
Do they also regenerate?
So I looked up enough Dragon Ball Z stuff that I found people that liked drawing Piccolo, and what I learned to be were named furry characters.
Oh.
So...
Special beam cannon indeed.
Absolutely. Oh, you know how many fucking pictures carried that goddamn name?
Oh, I can only imagine.
Yeah. So it started that way. I officially started identifying as a furry online around 2000, 2001. So my furry life is 20 or 21 years old this year.
Nice.
And but I didn't go to my first furry convention. So I went to DePaul University in Chicago, and they were on quarters or trimesters or what have you. And the fall quarter finals would always happen over a weekend. So finals would start on a Wednesday and end the following Tuesday, and that weekend at the time was MFF.
Oh,
so at most, I met Alkali and Zanny and Semj and a bunch of other Midwest people that are still around at Furry Bowling, Laugh Bowling, Lake Area Fur Friends Bowling. I went to that for the first time when I was 18 once I got to college, but I did not go to my first FurCon until after I graduated. So 2009, I believe, was my first stay in a hotel overnight FurCon.
Nice.
But I had been, what I would do is, because I knew of FurCons, I would go to MFF for a couple of hours on one night, either, Friday or Saturday, and then I would have to go back and get back to dealing with finals.
Right.
So,
Sounds awful.
what I used to do when it was in Schaumburg back then, I would show up, I'd hang out with some people, and I would go try and play a game of Werewolf that Alkali was running.
Okay.
And that was my in-person FurCon beginnings. Nice. And then I went to, MFF was first, and then I think I did FCN, the predecessor to Motor City FurCon. I think I did that before the Indiana one. And then
Indy FurCon?
I did Indy FurCon randomly. Maybe the first time I went to Indy FurCon was when Alkali was a guest, and that's why I went the first time. Because I definitely wasn't there since the beginning. Same for FCN. They had been underway for a little bit before I first went. And then other cons, I just, like, once I got hooked. So, like, MFF was big and huge, but once I did FCN, I'm like, oh, there are small, intimate cons.
Yeah.
That's when I really started getting into it. Because, like, at the time when I went...
You prefer smaller cons?
Well, like...
Is that, just out of curiosity?
They're different. For the most part, every con is different, and I get different things out of them. There's stuff I can expect approximately based on the size of the thing, especially compared to the venue it's in. So, like, at the time when I went to MFF, I'd already been doing Gen Con for 4 years. And at the time, the first Gen Con I went to was 25,000 people. So the first convention I genuinely ever went to was a 25,000 person event. So MFF was small in comparison.
Okay, that makes sense.
Anthrocon, when I finally went, was... Because that was the biggest at the time when I went. That was the first furry con where I went, hey, this furry thing is a lot bigger than these events have led me to believe. Like, have you ever had that cognitive dissonance? Or I don't know if cognitive dissonance is the right term, but we know being online on the internet that furry is huge, but when you all meet up in person, your brain starts doing the numbers of, whoa, I'm at a convention that's got 10,000 people, and that is a tiny fraction of the number of furries.
Hearing the number versus seeing the number, like, like how you visualize, and because I think that just in general, we see a number like, like 25,000. It's like, oh, that's a lot, whatever, and you're done with it. But then you put you said 25, let's say 25,000 people in an area. You're like, holy fuck! Like it's a moment where like, oh right, that's a lot of fucking people. So it's, I guess, maybe not cognitive dissonance, but almost like just realization of just what that exactly means. But yeah, I totally get that.
Okay, so we have had some fantastic discussion. I know this because time has gotten away from me, so we're at like an hour and 10 right now.
Yeah!
So, I think what needs to happen is we will figure it out among scheduling and things, and I continue to do this. You don't have to say yes because we're live on a show, but I would love to have you back and nerd out more. Because what we're going to do is we're going to go back into the public chat with everyone channel, and we are going to not only switch servers, we are going to switch game modes. I forget if I mentioned or not, but there is a mod called DOOMware. Have you ever played WarioWare?
No.
So WarioWare, I think originally was on a Game Boy, and then there was like WarioWare Touched or Motion or something. There have been a couple of different games, but it's a lot of very rapid, fast-paced mini games. So there's this person named Boo, a la like B-U-U.
Like Dragon Ball Z, Boo.
Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
I actually haven't asked him if that's where his name's from, but I'm making an assumption.
That's fair.
So we're going to play that. This person has made a mod with approximately 100 mini games in this Doom engine.
Whoa.
He just actually linked me on Discord. There's a YouTube link to the trailer, and I have the soft yes, we're going to do it. I have a guest announcement for next week. Boo, the creator of DOOMware, is going to be the guest. Woo! So we're going to play that. I'm going to do the thing where I move us over to the Team Blue thing. But before we do that, thank you so much for joining today. And would you kindly tell people what you've got going on, where people should go to find you? To anyone watching this, if you go to draggor.me at the top, as of this recording, the latest post is the Zach Gray Z&Z Games post, and there are all sorts of links there. But for sake of the show, please tell folks where they can find you and what you've got going on.
Sure thing, yeah. So if you want to find, it's in that post, if you want to find what I'm doing now, hit me up on Twitter at Zach_Gray. That's Gray with an E instead of an A because I'm a posh asshole. Also underscore after that word. And hit me up. I'm happy to talk. We also have a Z&Z FTW Twitter. Twitter. But if you want the Twitch, that's Z&Z Games, and we stream. People stream there are mostly me, but me, my buddy Shiny, my wife Luna, and Shiny's lovely boyfriend Rocket Corgi. We all do games there. Sometimes I do music. Sometimes I just do other random weird stuff. Luna's done some cooking streams, which have been super fun, but really, really weird and hard to film because me with an iPad running around frantically in a mess of bodies making food. So we've almost grilled an iPad more than once. And yeah, thank you for having me again, Draggor. I'd love to do this again, and I look forward to playing some more games with you in this new game mode, although I will disappear because my ice has gotten dry and I need another adult beverage.
Ooh! Before we switch over, since we've got another minute for this round to end, what was your current beverage of choice?
I'm usually into like tequila-based drinks, but I've been really into what's called the Canadian Old Fashioned. It's an old fashioned, but instead of simple syrup, you use proper, like more liquidy maple syrup, and it's delicious. It's so good.
So does that mean your old fashioned is rye based? Because a lot of Canadian whiskey tends to be rye.
Yeah, no, I'm rocking because I also, again, for those of you who don't know, professionally I'm a librarian, so I don't make a lot of money. So usually I just use Evan Williams because it's cheap. But yes,
Evan Williams is fine. It is at it like price per bottle. It has no right to be that good.
That is true. But yeah, you're right. Most Canadian are rye, and I love rye whiskey. My favorite drink actually ever is a Sazerac, which is a New Orleans-based drink. Yeah, it's an old-fashioned, but instead they use some absinthe. It's awesome. It doesn't go well with maple syrup at all. Anyway, but yeah, that's my bit, and I'll be back to play some game with you all in the other server. Thank you again for having me, Draggor. This has been super fun. I'm also happy I just got to chat with you. I've been wanting to talk to you for ages, ever since I've seen you online. I'm like, I don't know the way to broach hi to him, and I just did.
Yeah, you kind of do it, and then it happens, and hooray! So I'm gonna move all of us over to Doom Team Blue.
Sounds.
Hello, people. I am working on hosting Doomware right now. I just realized I might not have the latest version, but oh well, we're gonna do this. Okay, so the server's starting.
Alrighty.
Here we go. All right, it has begun.
Ooh.
If you're in Doom Seeker, towards the top left, there's a little, under File, the arrow circle thing, it's a refresh button. If you do that, you'll see Draggor's Little Hiss Den Doomware Edition. So if you search for Draggor, you're only going to see 2 servers. When you join, stay spectating until a bunch of people get in, and then we can start it up. The instructions for each little minigame is going to appear on the screen before we play. Sometimes it's very fast. It's going to take a couple of rounds of this to get the hang of it.
All right,
Oops,
I'm going to be right back for all that. All right.
So I'm going to do player setup and change my character. And I need to be a Doom Imp, because I am a Doom Imp.
Imp.
Hissing intensifies. I hope y'all
Song.
can't hear my keyboard.
I mean, if you can't hear a keyboard, that's a problem.
Well, like, there were a couple of times when I did this in the beginning where I was using my Yeti mic, and that thing picked up a fucking mechanical keyboard like no one's business. All right, so 2 of us are in. Autofox, hello.
Alright.
So I don't know if you heard, you're going to want to quit out of the game you were in, and then you're going to want to refresh in Doom Seeker. And then there is a different Draggor server that says Doomware. It's probably going to prompt you to download things. But double-click that and join. We're going to stay spectating until some other people get in. And we're going to play a mini-game mod.
Indeed. Yeah, I'm just gonna get all loaded up and goodness. So, let's see if it works.
Hooray! I actually need to ask and get Benny to join again, because Benny has many tales of interesting furry history, some of which I overlapped with as a Ute. Who just joined? Infinidash Certified Engineer. I do not understand that name.
They're certified engineer of Infinidash.
Yeah, but like, what's Infinidash? Is that from a thing?
I have no clue.
I mean, if you're not certified, you don't know.
You know, I never stopped to appreciate that they did a really good job converting the Doom sky texture into a 3D skybox here. I'm just admiring this.
That has been pretty common. So like, it's not actually 3D. It's just a panoramic that seamlessly loops around, and then it's just printed as a cylinder.
Oh, okay. So it's a cylinder with a gray color on the top.
Yeah, I believe it is a hard Don't quote me on this. I have not done Doom editing like much at all. Hey, Vivi's joining. Hooray! I'm going to actually put it in the chat. Where's my chat window? Too many windows.
But yes, correct. Raycasting engines are bizarre.
So yeah, once Zach is back, where'd Vivi go? I heard that.
Oh, you might want to tell Zach that if he's not already pre-registered for Megaplex, he might not be able to get in without pulling a special favor card from staff.
I mean, if they show up, then it would probably be we're going to gather at the bar, and then assuming, you know, vaccination status and what have you is verified, do like a hotel room gathering.
Right, gotcha.
I guess at this point, for anyone listening and watching, I'm going to monologue slightly about convention safety. While it seems to be the worst case scenario if you are vaccinated is you get a breakthrough infection and you're sick for 2 days, did you know if you still social distance and mask up, you probably won't get sick at all? That is the safest thing to do, and what I will be doing. I don't care that the CDC or any other state laws and what have you say if you're vaccinated, you don't need to mask. It's proven time and times again that quote-unquote need is the loosest of definitions. Take care of yourselves, please. Continue to be safe. Don't get sick if you don't have to. Wear your goddamn mask. Look, there are furry artists, okay? You can go and commission your favorite artists or a new artist, get a new favorite artist, get your fucking furry trash mask and wear it out in public. It's great. Like,
you've got my support on that too. So my wife has found that wearing a mask has been a crucial help with preventing allergy attacks. Not to mention, we haven't had colds or anything in the last year and a half. So yeah, we'll both be masked the entire con.
Yeah, like, you know, there are other conventions. I'm not like intentionally trying to stir the pot or anything, but another convention I'm going to doesn't have any kind of mask mandate, and that's not right. But like, it can be hard to justify those things when you have all of your state-sponsored media telling you, go be a fucking idiot. We don't care. Make capitalism machine go brrr. And like, I get that it's hard, but furry conventions don't actually have to happen. So if you're not going to go out of your way to be extra careful and safe to your attendees, like, come on, get with the fucking program. If you think people don't have to have a mask mandate, guess what? Do it. It's your event. It's a private event. Just fucking do it. Get it over with. The people that complain or don't show because you said you have to wear masks, you don't want them there anyway. It's okay. Everyone else is going to be so fucking amped to be with each other at a furry convention, even if we have to make some concessions, it's gonna be great. Don't worry, it'll be fine. Hello, Dr. Q.
I hear, don't worry, it'll be fine.
I just ranted on certain conventions not having a mask mandate, even though their state governments are saying you don't need it, and I'm full of, fuck that. Stop being a coward and do it. And if you have people on your staff or board that think you don't need it, tell them they're wrong and fucking do it. Okay, so Zach, once you join this new server, we are going to start Doomware.
Awesome. Sorry, it took me a little while.
That is okay. Yeah, usually I'm a Scotch person.
Oh, Scotch is so good. What kind? Do you like the smokier, peatier ones, or do you like the sweeter ones?
I like all of them. I do have a concept of dessert whiskey, but it's made that much more sweet because I like liquid campfire in a glass.
Yeah.
Smoky here.
My saying is I like a Scotch that tastes like Boy Scouts, but not like that. Hello, Tantru.
Oh, shit. Now I've got numerous calls about this remark from Christopher Hansen, and they've been very awkward discussions, but everything's okay. Sorry.
Just believe that someone joined the stream exactly on that phrase.
Oh, shit, that's good.
I'm looking back at the chat, and Headfoxen said, "Fart jokes. Romans loved drawing, scratching, carving dicks into things. Hell yeah!" All right, Zach is in. So, of the 5 of us, we can press spacebar and then do enter on join game, and we're gonna do the thing.
Oh, God. Well, someone's a Cuban, someone is Tails. What is happening?
Yeah, and I'm a Doom imp. All right,
see
so
you're
the first
Doom
game, survive.
Am I the dude from Hexen?
You can be.
That's what I look like at the poll, or from Heretic. Oh, I know this game. Oh, I know this game. Oh, I played Gary's mod enough to know this game. Oh, one of us are in trouble. One of us are in trouble.
No.
It's you.
Ah,
Yes.
you.
This is my favorite type. Oh, boy. Oh, I see. Why am I Shredder?
So, all of this is in the same Doom engine of
Oh, I
the
love
first-person
this.
shooter we just played.
I love this.
Uh-oh,
So,
Mecha
remember-
Romero is gonna shoot us.
Ow, ow. Stop shooting me. Stop it, you bitch. Ow. I'm dead.
Wonder
So-
if he's got health points. Like maybe if we all
Yeah,
stick
trying to hit him.
maybe we could kill him.
Do we, survive 1 point per frag. Must punch.
Wow. You did it.
Yeah. Again, I love Gary's mods. So this is what this reminds me of. Watch. That's creepy. My job's to watch.
I got it wrong. I didn't see the
what?
first one. No!
What was this supposed to watch?
It's yeah, that's a Simon Says one.
Oh. What?
Played WarioWare as a child. I'm still garbage at this.
That is quite all right.
Your weapon. Clean your weapon.
I
what do you mean I
won! It's Icky.
Avoid the Noid. Avoid the Noid. Oh, it's being over jelly time. Holy crap, there's so much happening.
Yes. I love this.
User spam key.
Use key is probably E by default for you.
Okay.
Yeah, I always forget it.
Revive. Oh boy. I died. Man, oh, Skippy. My heart.
Oh,
My
hell
heart
yeah!
anus.
Gotcha, Skippy.
Well, at least I got a point off of a fellow Zach.
We're here for each other. Cross the road.
No, damn it, I'm feathers.
Oh, damn it!
Why is my health 30%?
I don't know.
Okay.
Cluck, cluck.
Cluck, cluck, motherfucker. Wait, cluck, 10 rings. How do you jump? It's still spacebar. Okay, I'm in the water. I might be screwed. I might be screwed. Oh my god, these controls are so
Fuck.
unforgiving.
So, yeah,
Tide. Yes.
when it says check
Oh,
the
no.
auto map, press
Tab.
tab.
What? I
Oh.
went. But. Oh, I was there.
I didn't know what I was doing. Throw a barrel. Okay, that was mine.
No! Damn it!
I took your barrel.
Fuck you.
No.
Survive 1 point per frag. Wait, how
How
did
did
I
I-
frag? Oh my god!
How did I
Is this
do
for
that?
Smash
What?
Bros? Is that what that
No
was?
idea.
But
I have no
Oh,
idea
who
how I did
got
that.
kills? God
What?
damn, Skippy.
I don't understand.
Pet Daisy.
There's a
Change
bunny,
pet.
and it's Daisy.
Oh, I want to touch the bunny.
I couldn't find the bunny.
I pet the bunny.
Pet the bunny.
But how do we press F?
I haven't thought about that band in a while. Meet the worm?
Yeah, you just
Hi,
have to
worm.
go out the hallway. There are some movement hacks you can do. So, like, if you hold down... Fuck! I
how
fucked
do you-
it up! No!
Oh, right. Shift does not make you faster. Shift makes you walk in this game, right?
Yes, always run
Good
is
to know.
configured by default.
Your side. Oh, she was wrong.
I love how much that startled you. That's great. That one you have to act really fast.
Yeah, you do.
Good God. Man, this is not a great game to play while I mean, it's a great game to play while drinking, but also not. Key.
No!
Oh, I put...
Damn
Ow!
it, Skippy!
Oh, I remember this one.
Oh, I understand now.
Oh shit.
Oh boy, that's tight.
Oh.
Yeah, this is modeled after the level called the Cas. Fuck!
I'm not familiar with the Cas fuck.
God
Is it that what makes you rock? Like, is it like the Cash Box?
Whoa!
If anyone in the chat wants to play this mini game and not deal with
It's
nothing
so
but
fun.
first-person shooters, please join. Go to draggor.me/doom.
Chex Quest.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh my god.
I think I won. Did I do it? I searched a few.
Open
Yeah!
up. Thank you, Dr. Q. Please do quick clip that.
Yippee,
We're gonna
nice.
play another couple of. We're gonna
you.
play like at least one more round of this before I get up and have to deal with the fact that I'm a cripple. I don't know if that's on PC. I'm sorry if anyone's is offended by that, but my mobility has been severely reduced and it sucks. But I'm working on it.
Both for your explaining of yourself and also for my edification. What happened? Like
I went to
what's
put
hurting
on
you?
my left shoe and had an extreme muscle spasm and shooting pain in my hip so bad that I was not able to walk
Oh God.
to the bathroom.
Okay.
So I had to
Sorry.
crawl on
that's so
hands
cool.
and knees to get to the bathroom and get my muscle relaxers.
We all failed together.
Shit.
That's
So
awful. I'm sorry.
I mean, like, I'm doing better, but Skippy, did I kill you?
You did.
Good.
Uh-huh.
Damn. There's some venom in here. How are you guys so much faster than me?
If you hold down if you hold down W and A, so if you hold down forward and strafe, so do you remember your vector math?
Not root. Sorry, I just got Alu Akbar. What happened?
So if you have a vector that is going straight up and another vector that is going straight right, the overall angle, your y equals mx plus b slope, is going to be
Yeah, I
faster
see.
than either of those individual ones. Math! I mathed you all! Yeah!
Yeah, except it's not the slope, it's the hypotenuse.
I failed it.
Slope, hypotenuse, like you can still draw a fucking triangle on that.
What is this?
I don't know. We're so slow. I died.
Is this Corridor 7 or that other thing you were talking about? No,
I
this
killed
can't be
somebody.
that.
I do need to make a couple of new commercials for this game. Thank you, Dr. Q.
Yes.
Beep boop.
Oh, Nikki has joined the game. Nikki
Hello,
has
Nikki.
disconnected.
Goodbye, Nikki.
There are some un-PC mini games in
Wow,
this.
yeah, I saw
Oh
that.
well.
Mashup meter. Spam use. Wait, E is use? Jump. Spam jump. Spam use. I don't know. Spam shoot. I got shoot.
Yeah.
Use, not E. What's use? F?
E.
E. It's not E on mine. That's Spam that.
It
That's
might
alright.
be spacebar. If spacebar's
jerks.
jump, it might be enter.
Intro's jump. I don't know. Maybe enter. Yeah, enter sounds right.
It should be E.
Oh my god, it's a lot. How do I get up? How do I get up? How do I get up all night to get lucky? How do I get up all night to get lucky? How do I get up all night to get lucky?
They made this harder. Oh,
No,
They
they
sure
didn't.
fucking did. I died. Wow.
No, touch the butts. Touch my butt. Touch the butts. Touch the butts. Touch the
yeah,
butts.
they didn't used to attack.
Touch the
Now they
butts.
attack.
I failed. God, how
You
was I supposed
failed
to
it.
get there?
There is an end. I have gotten there. Be the highest player, but today's a tea break day.
Come back out.
Yeah, I won. Fuck
I
yeah.
won too.
What? Eat bees.
Oh, I don't like this. I don't like the word survive. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. You're all crazy.
No, no, no.
Oh, I remember
It's
now. I
going
remember.
fast.
No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, no, no.
Oh boy.
No!
Hi, Cubo.
Damn it, Skippy.
Yeah, success.
Ah.
Shoot the target. Who's the
I
target?
missed
Oh
it.
God. Abandoned ship indeed. This
All
way.
that
How do I use the
railgun
door? How do I use the door? How do I use the door?
You don't use the door. You have to
Oh.
find the open ones.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, some of them are
Keikaku
mean.
means plan.
God, that starts you off real rough. Okay.
No, I crashed.
Okay,
Fuck, I haven't fucked that one
I
up.
failed too.
I am full of swears when I
Hey.
play this game, so to anyone watching, I'm not sorry. Fuckity fuck.
How do I keep
I
failing
failed.
that?
I
It says win,
my
and I go to
brain-
win.
Your answer. What?
The
Oh, you have to
text.
shoot it.
Hello,
I'm trying to
Tantru.
say it.
Yay, we've got another person who's joined.
It's on the beach.
Oh, am I gonna? All right, we got 5 more rounds, 6 more
How'd you get
rounds
ahead?
inclusive. I got the one up on the auto map one.
Wait, it said don't
It said
equip
don't
your
equip your
plasma.
plasma
I
gun.
think that one is one of the ones where you still have to equip something. Either that or that bug has been fixed in a new version, and I do not have the latest.
Ooh!
What? Oh my god.
Well, y'all get to watch me.
No,
Yay.
we're back at base.
Oh no.
I wish you the best though.
Well, the stream gets to watch me.
Beep boop.
I think you found a game that's
No!
actually
Oh my god, I made it. I've never made it that far. Fuck that
Oh!
level. God damn it.
Damn.
And I ran into lava.
Me too.
By the way, I think you found a game that you successfully cannot stream snipe on. I don't think it's possible to stream snipe in this game.
Can't double jump now.
Hi, friend. Oh no, it's fine. It's fine. It's cool.
no,
It's
no,
cool.
no.
It's cool.
Zach, how could you?
With a minigun, apparently.
Yeah.
Have a shot.
Yay!
Yeah, I did pretty well. Oh, whoops. This map is so mean.
Oh.
It's Indiana Jones and there's
I was
traps.
already moving around.
Nicely done, Draggor.
Okay, so Boo is very likely to be the guest next week. We're going to play this one more time. Supposedly there's a thing about logging in, and if you log in, use login default user to set one. So if I do set login default user to
Oh, hey, Steve.
Draggor,
Minecraft.
Steve.
and then login. Authentication failed. User does not exist. I will post some stuff about how to get the beta tester hat or swag or what have you in this game, because Boo is doing a full release soon.
Killed myself with the
Damn
fire
it!
extinguisher.
Nice.
I'm like, oh, I wonder if I could shoot this.
Oh God! Hi, Stairs.
Hello.
Cyrus is
How's it going?
winning for now.
Yeah.
We've played one minigame and I'm behind by 2 points.
Yep, same. Oh, I want to reach the end. 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 I want to reach the end.
That was
I
fun.
failed my fucking jump.
Did I push you off? Did I successfully hit you, Draggor?
Either you pushed me off. I mean, I might not have
was
jumped in
trying.
time. I was,
Ah, stop getting ahead of me.
Oh,
I died?
Oh my God! I ate a whole boulder. Silly wolf.
did you?
can't eat a boulder.
Yes, unfortunately, Dr. Q, you did miss jumpy bullshit.
Ah.
That one I never expect.
I just killed
No,
somebody.
someone's tied me from that.
I'm hilarious and you'll quote everything I say. Yeah.
Oh, fuck off. Who got the green barrel?
There's a green.
Whack-a-diglet.
Got it. I thought. Yeah.
Banned for adult
Yeah.
content.
Yeah, don't whack your diglet on stream. It's
Everyone
against
was harmed
COS.
in the making of this video.
Oh, they got me.
Hi, Hissy. Ew, why'd I die?
You can, as long as you get to
Okay.
Hissy, you can die.
Okay.
Wait, how did
Good.
you get the lead for that?
Because I know where the
There- oh,
mushroom
Avoid
is.
the noid. Avoid the noid.
Ah.
Avoid the noid.
I didn't know there was a mushroom on that one.
Ha
Must be
ha!
new.
I have let out more info than I meant to.
Count the lost souls.
17.
A billion.
Someone actually answered 17.
Oh, I got it right! Hooray!
Was it 20?
14?
It was 14.
It was
It
14.
was 14? Oh, man. Oh, no.
Oh.
Shoot to accelerate. Ah!
No!
I
Eat
missed it.
bees!
I am going to make my customary plug for.
Oh, my God.
SRB2
Oh, I couldn't see.
because
Yay, Rainbow Road!
You had to memorize that.
Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da.
Who's doing the plug?
Oh, just saying, Sonic Robo Bass 2 cart is amazing and you should all play it.
Yes, that is one of the things I do want to introduce at some point.
Yes.
Oh, God.
Alright, can I do this and not doink it up for once?
Oh gosh, I keep dying.
The floaty jump physics just suck.
No.
There
Once
actually
you get
is
used
a
to what it
song.
is, it's very predictable. But it is
There is a
different
song
than
in
regular
Doom.
Doom movement. Someone just got bananered.
Yep.
Hit
The
me.
spread is so bad.
Oh, come on!
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know what use is.
E.
It still does not for me, apparently.
Well,
Oh my
it
God.
said don't equip your chainsaw, and then I equipped my chainsaw.
Oh. Oh, I got one.
Might have got one.
I
Nope.
love the tiny
Yeah.
imps in the cart. It's adorable. It's me.
Hilarious.
Ah!
Someone
just
stopped
happened?
moving. It said don't
There were
stop
so many
moving.
dead cubes.
Oh wow.
Shoot to accelerate. Oh, God.
Oh, I fucked that.
I forget that you move slower if you're not on the road.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
following
God.
you and I made the same mistake.
Now must finish lap.
Honk,
it's not
but
doing
from
15
first
minutes.
place.
Only by one.
I failed. Oh, my God. I was right by the finish
So
line.
close.
Yay! I got it
Yeah.
wrong. Fuck. I hate this minigame. God damn it.
Wait. Ow.
Yeah. I don't understand why I lived.
Um,
Oh, God.
Oops.
Straight.
usually I live
Straight.
that
Actually, in the
one.
middle was a bad idea there.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Why am I doing this?
I just picked a side and stopped. I wasn't
Oh my
on the
God.
water.
That was
Oh, yeah.
impossible. You need to have inhuman reaction time for that.
Ah.
Like that one?
Well done.
What was the end? Damn.
Oh, well done,
In front of
buddy.
me. Damn it.
All right. This has been Dooming with me, Draggor. Thank you, Zach, for being the guest. Next week, hopefully going to have Boo, the creator of Doomware, as the guest. I will tweet and website and announce all that shiz. Enjoy the rest of y'all's weekend. Say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.